It would be better if everyone can keep their cameras on.
I think Ashna, we should start with the introduction round.
Okay, give me a second. So, okay, so hi everyone. Today we have with us Vedant Tuggar for the session How to Crack Interviews. So he'll be there to guide you how the interviews are being cracked. We'll be taking mock interviews as well. So let me introduce him. He is a BBA graduate and ex-president of Student Council from ILEAD, which is Institute of Leadership, Entrepreneurship and Development, Kolkata, West Bengal. And currently he is working as Business Development Associate with in Byju's. So all to you, Vedant Duggar. You can continue with the session.
Hi everyone. And it would be better if you can just unmute and just switch your videos to on mode for the full session.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hello.
Yeah. Hi.
Good
Bulbul,
evening.
can you please unmute yourself?
Yes,
Hi. So basically, let's start with a small introduction. So introduction would consist of 4 to 5 things. First would be your born and brought up, then your education, your background, and what is the recent time that you had spent in this pandemic, like whatever you had done. And the last thing would be what is your future goal, like short-term goal for the future. Okay, clear?
sorry. Can you
Okay.
please repeat?
Sorry.
Can you please repeat?
Yeah, I'm saying let's start with a small introduction round. So basically, this round would consist of 1 minute per person, and you have to introduce yourself, starting with your born and brought up, your education, then your background. The fourth thing would be your current time spent, like what have you all done in the past 6 months, this pandemic, and the last thing would be your short-term goal for the future. Okay, so let's start with any one of you.
Hello, everyone. This is Bulbul Pandya, and I'm doing Bachelor's of Business Administration from DEI Agra. And right now, um, my short-term goal is to be a volunteer with United Nations, and my long-term goal is to become a business analyst. Thank you.
That's great. Yes, Meera.
Um, Good evening. Uh, my name is Nina Chaudhary, and I was born in Ghaziabad, but I'm currently living in Noida. And I've studied from a boarding school from Hisar, Haryana, Vidya Devi Jindal School, Hisar. And I had humanities in my 11th and 12th. I'm currently pursuing post-graduation in BA program, Economics with HRM in Indraprastha College for Women, Delhi University. And my short-term goal is to complete my post undergraduation and then pursue post-graduation from somewhere outside India.
Okay.
Yeah, and what was the last thing?
You said all the points. It's fine.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. So basically, I would like you guys to just focus on the things which I'll be saying now. So basically, we can divide the interview part into 3 rounds, into 3 phases actually, in this 1 hour that we have got. So the first phase would be me telling about what all major points should be kept in mind while clearing the interview. The second part would be you giving a mock interview to me. And the third part will be your analysis, like where is your faults and how can we improvise from that. Okay. So basically, whenever, like, are you guys experienced in giving interviews anytime? Once or twice? Maybe college entrance interviews? No.
No.
Okay. No issues. So basically, there are very basic guidelines that we follow while giving interviews. So these, I think, you all must be, you all must have heard about this from your peers or your seniors in the college. So the first thing is you have to maintain a very good body language in this interview. That keeps a very big points to your interview system. The second would be your smile and gesture. So whenever you're talking to an interviewer or a person who's taking your interview, you should always have that smile in your face, which the interviewer gets pleased by. And also your gesture, like your using of hands, then your facial conversion, those all should be very much important during the interviews. The third one is your eye contact. So whenever, like for example, see right now I'm talking to you, but even if when I'm talking to a single person, I'm seeing to all three of them present in the meeting. So that is how you have to maintain the eye contact so that the interviewer gets a good touch with you and he could be more confident while taking questions. Okay. The fourth is you should be very, very responsive. Like not even 5% responsive, but 100 and 200% responsive. For example, if I'm saying something, so either you should say, okay, yeah, or just nod your head so that the interviewer has some kind of respect and that he feels that you are listening to what he's saying. Otherwise, the interviewer gets very demotivated while speaking. That is a very negative language that you guys would portray if you don't use your sign language or if you don't respond. The last one is you have to listen and speak both at a 50 to 50% ratio. These all are basic guidelines through which you have to follow, and these all, for say, it's applicable in all kinds of interview, be it your college interviews, be it your job interviews, be it your like going abroad when you go for visa. Even that time you are facing an interview. So these are the very, very respected positions in every part. Now things are, see, interview cracking is not a single golden rule that I'll teach you or a formula and you can crack the interview. It basically develops through your practice and your experience that you have. So these are the basic guidelines that I've taught you. Now what I'll be speaking is through my personal experience that I've gained in the last 10 years of my interview line. So the first one is basically your confidence. So me being an interviewer, if I have a person who is coming and joining in my company, what I'll basically check is his confidence. That a person might be wrong, but if he fakes the confidence, like you all must have heard about this phrase called "fake it till you make it," right? So this plays a very major important and very major part in interview session. So your confidence is the most important part that an interviewer seeks at you. After seeing your CV, how confident you are about your personality, your past experience, that is very much important. The second one is convincing skills. So convincing skills in the interview part is because whenever you speak something, you have to basically what I say, convince your interviewer that whatever you're speaking is right. Bulbul, can you please switch on your video? Yeah. So I was saying your convincing skills. So basically convincing is very important because whatever you speak should reflect on your actions and you should prove it by your words. For example, it's written in your CV that you have done this course. You have to speak about it and prove the interviewer that whatever you have done, that is right or wrong. That is called by convincing skills. And the third part is a detailed homework about your organization or your dream place that you want to join. For example, Meenal, when you joined your college in DU, I don't know the name of the college, but whenever you joined, if there would have been an interview, so this is assumed that you would be knowing each and every part of that college when you're joining. And Bulbul, when you were doing your BBA, so I'm pretty sure you must have given any sort of interview while joining, right? So they must have asked you, what do you know about your college that you're joining? So you should have that knowledge when you are joining an organization. They would see that how much interested you are in that organization. So this is what proves your interest towards that organization. And the fourth and the most important part of the interview, all the rounds, all the processes, is you should know yourself more than you know about the company. So how is this important? Is because for example, if they ask a question about yourself, like what are your strengths, what are your weaknesses, and if you fumble at that point of time, or if you're not confident, they could easily make out that you're not a person who can pursue yourself to a higher authority. They would give chance to a person who is more respectable towards themselves than to their company. Like you must have heard this phrase called ass licking in the company. So what is this basically? This is a person just uh, who just wants to get promoted in the company for his higher pay. What the real scenario in the organization and in this corporate world is, people don't hire or don't promote those kind of people. People basically promote people who are self-convinced and self-motivated. That is the most important skill that a person or an interviewer looks forward. Okay, so these were the basic guidelines and nothing more to be taught about how to crack an interview, and we can develop that while giving mock interviews and practice. Okay, so the rules are set and you must have heard about it. So we'll shortly begin with your interview process. Now I'll basically guide you through how you will be giving your interviews. So I'll take around 15 minutes each from both the participants, and I would make sure that all the aspects of the interview, be it the stress part, be it your knowledge, be it your knowledge about the organization, and your self knowledge, like whatever you know about yourself, we all cover that. So that would be the major thing. So I'm just giving you 2 minutes of time. Just think about yourself, the scenario. Just keep it in mind so that you don't fumble when I ask, because that brings a very negative image. Okay, just 2 minutes for you. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So who will be volunteering first?
We'll start with Meenal.
Okay.
Okay, we'll start with you. Okay. All the best.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, so before starting, let me just add on to my introduction. I forgot to mention how I am here taking your interview session and how I am giving you lessons about this. So basically, I'm not an aged person, as you all can see that I have so much of experience. But through my experience in my college life, I have cleared more than 15 competitions, out of which 6 were national levels and 5 were local, like city levels. And after that, I have cleared more than 4 corporates, including Byju's, all at one go. So that is what adds on to my experience of interviews. So Meenal, let's start with you then,
Yes.
okay?
Okay. Okay.
Meenal, please introduce yourself.
So, I think I already introduced, but I'll just repeat it. So I've been born in Ghaziabad, but I live currently in Noida, Uttar Pradesh, and I did humanities in 11th and 12th. I'm currently doing undergraduation in my second year with BA program, Economics and HRM in Indraprasth College for Women, DU. And what else will I add? And I've been looking for. I've been in my short term goal will be to postgraduate from anywhere outside India uh, in social, international, and public affairs.
Okay, so you're basically a person who is like very much related to your surroundings. You talked about social, political, and national affairs, right?
Yeah.
So why did you choose these three topics and not a basic masters?
Because I think that since I had humanities in my 11th and 12th, and then I switched my subjects to economics and human resource management, I think that I am more comfortable and I can explore more in my humanitarian subjects rather than these subjects. I'm more comfortable with them. So I want to pursue something which is more related to those subjects rather than these one. So I've been thinking of becoming a public expert and public affairs and expert, मतलब policy expert. So that's why.
Okay, okay. And also one more thing to Meenal and
Yeah.
Bulbul, whenever you're sitting and giving the interviews, just think that you are giving a professional interview or you're just sitting for your professional interview round, and just act that way because we are just mocking your real life interview experience. That is the major purpose and crux of this interview. So I'll be putting you across through stressful situations, to situations in which you can't even think that these all questions can be answered. And Meenal, especially to you, being your
Yes.
being like seeing your background in humanities, so I'll be focusing on that itself. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Okay. So Meenal, can you talk more about your experience of humanities in your higher school?
Experience in what's fair would I would like to
Like
know.
why did you select humanities? Then how it went through your like career progression in humanities? What was there past and after from class 10? What happened that you took humanities?
Well, basically people have choices, but I didn't think that I was very good when it comes to mathematics or science. So I was actually better off with social studies. So that's why I thought maybe I should go for humanities rather than science or commerce. And also we had aptitude test. So it also suggested me the same, that I should go for humanities rather than science or commerce. So that's why.
Okay, fair enough. So Meenal, you said that you have been pursuing right now from Ghaziabad, if I'm not wrong. Oh, sorry, Noida.
Yeah, I'm living in Noida currently.
Okay. And what are your future plans after this education happens? You told you will be wanting to settling abroad and going for higher education abroad. So what
Yeah.
is your plan, like a long-term plan when you're at the age of 30, 35, 40? What do you think about that?
Well, most probably I'm thinking maybe I'll go and join some corporate or any company, because you know you always have requirement for public affairs in every sphere. So
Okay.
that's what I'm thinking.
Okay. That's fine. Could you talk about your interest apart from your studies, your education background, whatever you do
Yes,
in
yes,
your
sure,
personal
sure.
life?
Yeah, I like listening to music, and I really love to watch shows and movies. I also like reading, and I paint sometimes. I'm actually very very active when it comes to sports, so I also play sports in my daily life. uh, and I have actually gone for higher level swimming competitions as well.
Okay, that's good. I'm also a sports person for your
Yeah.
information.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I know how important and how helpful sports are in personal lives. And I'm
yeah.
pretty sure your development, like 50 or 60% to your development in your personal life would have been gone to sports, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so Minal, can you tell me 5 important points which you think a sports person knows and which any other person who is not associated with sports doesn't know?
Okay, I think that some points which anything which a person who is
Inclined towards sports?
inclined towards sports would have
Yes.
yeah. So I think that person would be very enthusiastic and more active in daily life.
Okay.
The second point would be that person would be interactive and social, since some sports are team sports as well.
Okay.
So
So you mean
then,
team? He will be a team player, right? That's the right word.
yes.
Okay.
The third would be, mm, I think that person would be more concentrated towards all the spheres. Uh, when it comes to play, when a person has utilized his previous time to sports and education, that person would be more manageable or organized.
Okay, fair enough.
And
One more point. That's it.
okay, um, I think that person would be very patient and
A timekeeper.
timekeeper. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Fine. Uh, that covers about your personal life. So Minal, can you tell me something like why Ghaziabad is known as Ghaziabad right now, and why not Faridabad or something else?
mm, Ghaziabad is known as Ghaziabad. I don't know,
Like
maybe because
every city has a purpose now, like why the name has been given to that city.
no, I don't know the reason why it has been named, but I'm assuming maybe because it has a lot of Muslim populations. Also, it's an industrial area, and there are many situated, industries.
Okay, so
Mm.
basically, Ghaziabad is known as Ghaziabad because, see, Abad is basically termed as a place in which people come and like settle down. So if you talk about Faridabad, if you talk about Ghaziabad, so Ghaziabad was a place back in 1940s when Ghazis from the middle Arabic countries, they came in and they settled to Ghaziabad. That is why it's
Okay.
called as Ghaziabad. So one thing, Minal, wherever you're staying,
Yeah.
your current knowledge, your surroundings, so you should be very much aware about that. That is very
Yeah.
important in your life. Okay, that is fine. Okay. So Meenal, last question. Let's do a typical HR round because you're from HR background and humanities background. I'll give you
Yes.
situations and just tell me your like answers from that. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Meenal, what will you choose between three of them? Your
Okay.
family, love,
Yes.
or money?
That's a difficult question. Uh, I think when it's me, when I am being totally myself, then I'll choose money.
So just one answer, no situations.
Yeah, money.
Money. Okay. So you prefer money over your love and your family.
Yes.
uh, what will you choose between your career,
Hmm.
your health, or your work-life balance?
Work-life balance. Okay.
And could you justify this?
No, wait a second. I haven't answered yes yet.
It's okay. It's okay.
I think my health.
Okay. And why health and why not work-life balance?
Because I think until and unless a person isn't healthy, spiritually, mentally, physically, he won't be able to give his 100% or even his top performance in any sphere of life. I think that's
Okay.
why.
Is that coming from a sports background person or from Meenal itself?
Me.
Okay, okay, that's fine. Last question, Meenal. For example, you are in a situation where you have the option of saving three people. The first one
Okay.
is your person who had helped you grow in your life and help you achieve whatever you have achieved. Okay.
Yeah.
The second one is the person who has given you birth, like your mom. And the third
Yeah.
one is the person without whom you can't, you can't see your future. So whom will you save?
Second, my mom.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, you did a nice
Yeah.
opinion. So
Yeah.
now I'll just tell what your interview was basically. So we ended with your interview.
Okay.
In your introduction round, you mentioned about your born and brought up. You mentioned about
Yeah.
your short-term goals.
Yeah.
So basically, for any interview, we
Yes.
think that interviews are very tough to crack. Okay, but interviews are not really tough. It's basically in your hand how you want your interview to be put forwarded by. For example,
Yes.
if you mention about things like you have sports background and you have achieved something in sports. So if
Mhm.
you could incorporate that in your like introduction, that would take the interview to a positive side of yours. Like I didn't
Okay.
have to
Okay.
ask questions so that I can know you. You would
Yeah.
basically be telling about yourself through your mouth. So that
Okay.
creates a very good impact that you're confident about your achievements in the past and you are ready to face questions about that. So I'm pretty sure if I ask questions about your strong points of your life, you won't be you won't be tired or you won't be scared about answering them, right?
Yeah.
So that is a very small suggestion from my side. Just focus on your strengths and take the interview to your strengths from the starting, so that I don't
Okay.
have to grill you and give you into situations which you think are complex. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
that's from my side. And
Okay.
yeah,
Thank you.
other things were overall good. That's fine.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Welcome. Bulbul, can we start?
Uh, one sec. Bulbul, are you ready? Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Okay.
Bulbul, I think you're not audible.
Am I audible now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. Bulbul, please introduce yourself.
So, sir, this is Bulbul Upadhyay, and I'm doing Bachelor of Business Administration from Dialbagh Educational Institute, Agra, and I am also an NCC cadet. And I have been doing NCC for 3 years, and this is my final year. And I'm also a sports person, and I have participated at state level in many games like tug of war, kabaddi, and kho. And my short-term goal is to join United Nations as a volunteer, and I want to work in the field of business in my future.
Okay, that's a good introduction, Bulbul. Uh, Bulbul, you talked about your interest in being an NCC cadet, and it's your third year right now. So,
Yes.
what made you enter this field? Because I believe this is a field which is very restricted towards boys, or basically boys are more tended towards this. So, what made you join this?
Okay, so um actually, the reason that I chose NCC was that at that time when I was in 11th standard, and there was the time of selection of NCC cadets in our school. At that time, there were many few girls who were interested, but um I choose NCC because at that time I want to do something different from others. As I saw that there were many few girls who were joining NCC, so I thought that this field is something different. So I thought I really actually the main reason was that I really liked the dress, the uniform of
Okay.
NCC. So that was the sole reason that I chose NCC.
And your secondary reason was because तुमको कुछ हटके करना था.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Okay. So, Bulbul, are you the same in your real life, your education, that you want to do something differently, or it was just in this physical aspect or physical training part?
No, No, sir. In my real life, I'm just
A normal
nothing
person.
is different.
Okay, okay.
Yes.
Okay. Bulbul, can you tell me your 5 strengths and your 5 weaknesses?
Strength. Okay, so strength first. That first is that as I told you that I am an NCC cadet, so that has gave me a lot of confidence. So I think that I can
Ashna, I think there's a network issue from Bulbul's side.
Bulbul, can you hear me? Okay, there's being a network issue, so I guess let's move on to someone else. And
Okay.
Bulbul, can you hear me now?
yes, yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay. So let's continue with Bulbul only.
Yeah.
So I was talking about my strengths. So first is strength that I told that NCC has given me a lot of confidence. So I think that I can easily bear up a lot of audience. So I'm basically a stage person from the start, from the very beginning, as I have hosted so many events in my school as well as college. And the second strength would be that I have a good experience of like a very good experience in my field. I told you that my field is business field, as I have commerce. I have commerce background and I'm doing business BBA. So I think that I am strong in my field because I have done so many internship before this. Like I have done internship of sales, marketing, some of being a social media marketer. So I have a good experience. That could be my strength. And third, I would like to say that I said that same as Neenal, that I am a sports person. So I'm interactive as well as I'm confident as well as I'm active enough. So, and fourth would be
Come on, it's something about yourself. Nothing else? Okay. Talk about your weaknesses.
okay. So weaknesses. The first one is that I'm
A smile on your face while talking about weaknesses.
no sir. It's just that I think that I have a lot of weaknesses right
Okay.
now because before this, before 2 or 3 days, I was doing around at least 6 or 7 internships at a time. So that was the phase when I was not able to manage my time. So I think that in my field, in business field, we need to manage time a lot, and time management is the basic thing that we all need. And in that I was not capable to do it that at that time, at the time of the internships, as I was busy in the task of 7 or 8 internships. So that was very difficult for me to manage time at that time. So not able to manage the time is my weakness. And second one would be uh, that I have a fear of rejection. I really fear that in anything someone would reject me. That is very fearful for me. And
Okay.
third one would be weakness. Can I talk about my fears and my weakness?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, so third one is I have fear of sound. I mean, I don't like very loud sounds, or I basically fear them.
Okay,
Okay, so fourth one would be that's all. That's all.
that's it. Bulbul, whenever you're speaking about your strengths and weaknesses, be very short and crisp. Okay, so if you're talking about your fears, just talk about like I have a fear of sound. I have a fear of this because when you're speaking about your weaknesses or your strengths, you're just like exaggerating things a lot. So that is not that much required because we have a lot of things to focus on. If an interviewer just sees your weaknesses or your strengths, so this is you taking your interview to a negative side, which like what I've told to Meenal, you should improvise on that too. Okay. Uh, okay. So Bulbul, can you talk about things which you don't do apart from your regular life or something adventurous that you have done, your experience or something which you want to share?
Okay, so something not very adventurous, but I really like to write. I mean, I love to write, so I have actually written a 104-page story.
Wow.
Basically, it's like it's an story of my experience. Uh, it has the time of my ninth standard, and I have written a story. And I really like to sketch, and I'm good at sketching, I think. And adventures would be this is the only thing that I have done in my life, which is
Okay.
actually adventurous for me. That I have written a 104-page novel-like story.
Let's come to the stressful part of the interview. So I'll be asking you 3 to 4 questions. Just answer them and just answer the first answer that comes in your mind. Okay? No situation-based answers, no ifs and buts. Just the first answer, the initial thought that you come across. Okay?
Okay.
Bulbul, are you able to hear me?
Yes, sir. Hello.
Hello.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, Bulbul.
Yes, sir. I can hear you.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. Bulbul, you told that you love drawing. Yeah, you're good at drawing. You also told that you love NCC cadets. You also told that you like playing sports. And then you also mentioned about your hobbies. So out of the four, what will be the first to fourth priority? Please name them like in
Okay.
descending order.
First.
Descending order.
Okay. Okay. So first would be. Uh, so can you please repeat the four things that you said?
So you have to talk about your NCC experience, then your uh, you said about your experience of your sports that you like playing sports, and the third was your hobbies, and the fourth one was your interest in drawings,
Okay.
sketches.
Okay. So first would be sketching, and second would be sports, and third would be hobbies, and fourth would be NCC.
Okay. But Bulbul, don't you think you are contradicting yourself itself? Because in the initial part you said you really liked NCC, you were a sporty person, then you joined NCC
Okay, so I did
because
it. You
speak.
told me to put it in descending order.
Yeah, descending means your most favorite to your least favorite out of the four.
Okay, so I did it in ascending. Sorry,
Okay,
sorry.
okay, it's okay. I got it. I got it then. So it's NCC, then your hobbies, then your sports, and then drawing,
Then
right?
sports.
Okay, okay, okay. Uh, okay, Bulbul. Please select between family, money, and your love.
Money.
Money. Okay. The last question is, Bulbul, for example, you are married, you are at the age of 40, having two children, and you have gone to a family vacation with your husband, your two children, and on the second car, you have your family, like your mom, dad, and your brother and sister, own brothers, own sisters. And there is an option like of you saving one car out of both of them. So which would be the car that you will be saving?
The car which has my mother, father, sister, and brother.
Okay, so you won't be saving yourself.
Okay. I will be saving myself, then I will be saving my family.
So you have just the option of saving just one car. So out of the both, you have to select.
Then I'll be saving my car only.
Okay, okay, fair enough. That's fine. Bulbul, you have to be a bit more confident. You are lacking that confidence skills in yourself, and you're not like you told about. You have a lot of weaknesses, so you shouldn't say phrases like this when you're in an interview, because this shows uh, how much negative person you are from inside. This shows your weaknesses more. It highlights it. So you shouldn't be this much specified. Just talk about your weaknesses. Don't focus that I have this bad skill, I have this bad skill. Talk more about your strengths and be confident about that. And be less confident about your weaknesses. This will show that you are a person who is very strong at the points that you are saying. And the rest part was good. Your introduction was good. Your HR rounds were good. Just be more confident and speak more about what are the good things in yours than the bad things. Okay? Okay, that's it.
Shall we move on to someone else?
Yes, yes, please do.
Uh, okay, Angel Tom, who's this? Can you please switch on your video? Angel Tom?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, switch on your you're you're not at home? Please go towards the light. We can't see you properly.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So shall we start with the interview? Okay.
Okay, so first, is Angel your like good name, or you have other good name itself?
My good name is Angel Tom.
Okay, okay, okay. So Angel, can you start with speaking about something which you feel interesting is about you? Like I should know that part of yours. Something which is interesting.
Okay, something interesting. I am with something filled with love. I love quarreling with my brother, and that's something interesting part in my life, I think. And the next one is about photography. I like about photographs and then traveling. And the main thing I am very much interested is that quarreling with my brother.
Okay, okay. So can you tell me something about your background, your education, your current scenario, and your future?
Okay, my name is Angel Tom. I am from Kerala,
Okay.
Perumbavoor. And I'm doing my studies at Moatura Nirmala College, and I'm doing VWOC Logistics Management, and that's a rare course too. And now my family consists of my father, mother, and one brother. Then, others. I would like to. I'm very much fond of photography, traveling, and I'm just a keen listener, but then also I'm not a day-to-day learner, so that I just say what I think.
So you're a very upfront person, if I say.
Yes.
Okay, that's good. That's good. So, can you tell me an incident where you feel this quality of yours had been not that much respected by others? Like you were proud of this quality that you are very upfront, but people might have not recognized this quality of yours. Any incidents?
Incidents, some of the decisions what I take, which I am thinking as right, the others who are considering with me, I mean, who are accompanying me may not be thinking that's right.
Okay, okay, got it.
One of the incident is if we go, maybe I will say I will have to go some other places too, and if they may be lacking of time, but then I will become very much depressed and something like that, and that's the main thing they don't like. And other things, smartness, everything, they are very much fond of me.
Okay. Angel, while talking to you, I'm getting really good vibes. So this is a very good part of your interview skills. Like you're just smiling, giving good gestures. That is something very good. Please keep it up. And
Yes.
what I would like to add on is just talk more about your personal life. Like when you're speaking about yourself, don't just stop. Just keep on speaking because that is more interesting to know about your life. We don't want to see how you react to the questions. We want to see how you speak about yourself. Okay, so speak more about yourself.
Okay.
That's it, Angel. So, like Ashna, can we move to the next person?
Okay.
Welcome.
Devika, please switch on your video.
Am I audible?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you are. Okay, so hi Devika.
Hi, sir.
Devika, please tell me something which is something which I won't like about yours. Your habit which is not good, which you think is not good.
I express my emotions suddenly. I don't try to hide it, like my angry. Um, I don't know whether it is a good or bad quality in me, but I just show it up.
And I think it's a bad quality of yours. Any logical reasoning behind it?
Sometimes I will angry with my parents and just I will shout at them. So I think it's a bad quality that shouting at my parents. So I think it's a bad quality, but expressing my emotions rather than hiding it makes it a good quality.
Okay, but Devika, don't you think, for example, you are very happy with something which your parents have done? Like, for example, if they gift you a mobile phone, and you're very happy. But just think about a person, a Devika, a person who is not that much expressive. You just say, okay, thank you. Would your parents be happy seeing your that gesture and that smile just with a thank you?
No, they will not be happy with that reaction.
So
Um,
they obviously want the child to be expressive so that they can understand, right?
yes.
Okay, okay, that's fine. So Devika, can you show upon a situation in your life in which you made your parents proud?
Okay. I'm interested in music.
Okay.
So I have participated in competitions and I have got prizes. Um, so it's a proud moment, I think,
Okay.
for
So
my parents.
what are the genres of your interest in music?
Sorry,
What are the genres in which you're interested in music?
I couldn't understand you. Sorry.
Like the kind of music which you like classical,
Like
Bollywood.
yeah, I studied classical, but I like slow cinematic songs.
So you are an artist or a performer? Like you dance or you listen on or sing?
I won't say I'm a singer, but I sing for a hobby.
That's good. That's good. Devika, okay. So if I talk about the situation-based rounds, let's come to that. Devika, I'll give you 3 situations. You have to select among them. Okay.
Okay.
Your love for music, your love towards your family, or money. What will you select?
My love towards my family.
Okay, so you're ready to sacrifice your future and your money for your family?
Yes.
Okay,
Without them, I will be nothing.
okay. So you think whatever you are is because of your family.
Yes.
That's good. That's good. The last question for you, Devika, is if I give you a situation where you are given an option to do higher education or an option where you would just be focusing on your music, what would you select?
My higher education.
Okay, oh, that's it. Ashna, that's it, Devika.
Hello.
Guys,
Hello.
can you all please switch on your videos? Okay, so Ashna, I think I have all the females in the house today.
Yeah, actually.
Okay. Okay. So guys, how was the experience? Can you please tell something about that?
You guys are not able to unmute yourself?
Yeah, hello.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
am I audible?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you are.
Yeah, I think that I learned, how to present myself and what to speak, the main points which I should actually cover more, and some points which I should cover very quickly, so that you don't have a very negative point of view of me. And yeah.
So I think giving a mock interview like basically prepares yourself.
Yeah.
So when you go for a corporate interview or a college entrance interview, you are prepared. You don't fumble there. You have an idea that how actually an interview is conducted.
Yeah, some people might
So
get
it
very nervous
actually,
or
yeah.
very
So if
conscious.
everything is kept in mind, like how your posture, you're well groomed, and how you talk, how you present yourself, so this helps for your better in interview. It helps to,
Yeah, you're
yeah,
mentally prepared
yeah, you're
beforehand that
mentally
I
prepared
might
actually.
face this when I go in.
Yeah. So I think we would like to know from Bulbul as well. How was your experience, Bulbul? Can you please share?
I really learned how to express myself, and Sir Vedanta told a lot that what are my mistakes, and he told what to do and what not to do, and I'll be taking the all will learn
But no one was speaking except me, Praveen Kumar, and one more. Everyone was quiet, listening to us.
Okay, sure. Okay, let's quickly hear. I think we're out of time.
Yeah,
Well,
the interview session has been done.
yeah.
So actually, we just suddenly we came out, we left that breakout room because time was up. So I would really ask from the participants who were in the interview session, um, I would really like to know that are you guys satisfied from the first session, and would you like to get more prepared on interviews further?
Let me ask one by one, maybe. So, who was interviewed in your rooms?
In my room, there was Meenal, Bulbul, Devika, and Angel Tom.
Okay, let me ask. Minal, how
She
was?
she already gave a feedback.
Oh, okay. So, who
Yeah.
didn't give feedback?
Bulbul was giving, and we suddenly left that
Okay.
breakout
Let
room.
let 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 Bulbul finish. Bulbul, how was the? I mean, you were finishing something, please.
Yes, sir. Actually, there were many things that I should have focused on, and Vedant sir told a lot that what to say and what not to say. So I got a good experience for my future interviews, and that was a good session. And I understand that how to express myself,
Okay. Angel also, right? Angel, please could you just give a quick feedback?
Hello, sir.
Yes.
I'm Angel. And first of all, thanking all of you for giving me a chance to participate in this, because this is my first experience as taking or applying for an internship. And this mock interview was very helpful for me. I could understand on what all basis I should improve myself before attending an interview.
Sure. That's good. Thank you very much. Okay. So all done in your room, Ashna, right?
Yeah,
Angel,
all done.
Devika, Meenal, Bulbul, right?
I think Devika is left.
Devika, Devika,
She
please.
she's here.
Yeah.
Hi, sir.
Yes, please, Devika. Can you give a quick feedback?
The mock interview was very helpful. This is my first serious mock interview in my life. Yeah, I totally agree with Angel. By this interview, we can know what is the thing that we should improve in ourselves. Yeah, that's
Sure.
it.
Thank you very much. Vedant, you have something to say? Closing remarks for today?
Yeah, the interviews were very good, pretty normal, and I had given a lot of inputs from my side. Like I've
Sure.
taken the interviews and then also told them what was the shortcomings and how they can improve further. So I believe they would be better back and better as a person when they come next time.
Sure. So we'll be telling you again when we'll do the session with Vedant again. But we'll continue with our normal interview, the English part and the group discussion part tomorrow. Okay. Thank you very much for coming. So we are going to end the session now. Thank you. Have a good night.